Hello, people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake, and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on impossible difficulty, where previously on KotOR we focused exclusively on Shadow, who has somehow taken over this game as the main character for some reason, despite the fact I thought Revan was the main character, but oh well, presumably Shadow's now the main character based on this mod. But anyway, so we're levelling her up again for some reason, even though I'm pretty sure she was at level 20 for absolutely ages. And is she wearing clothes? I can't tell. Yeah, she's wearing Shadow's garments, but they look a little bit revealing, don't they? So we've got Kobayashi in our party now, and he's just a regular scout, nothing too interesting, but we'll give him some extra dexterity definitely, and I think we're just going to keep giving him dexterity. So does he, out of curiosity, does he actually replace anyone on the party member selection screen? Because I imagine he probably does, although I can't actually look at it, so maybe I'll never find that out. So there's no music here as before, and I think that was always the case in this cave. But before we go out, let's just quickly have a look around. I don't know why I do this. I have a bit of an OCD habit with regards to exploring the map and making sure I've uncovered as much of it as I can. Although because this area did crash on me, I don't particularly want to do that here. So at the moment for me it's the bank holiday, so that means in the UK, ooh, Telena's robes. Who's Telena? I don't think I can wear that, so can Shadow wear it? Yes. Ooh, that's actually really good. Now, can I actually wear it is the question. I can. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. Oh, it's basically Revan's robes, but without them. It's just basically Revan's robes. Oh, whatever. So I need to put on. We can wear the Twi'lek dancer costume, which just turns out to be our old regular clothes. That's actually quite disappointing. Let's put this back on, and let's go to the caravan races, because this is where we've been meaning to go for absolutely ages now. And there's still no music, which is kind of sad. But there's a protocol droid over there and a slightly blurred skybox. So yeah, as I was saying, so I'm in the middle of my bank holiday weekend at the moment, so that means I get the Monday off from work and a 3-day weekend as opposed to just the regular 2. And I should have been working from home over the bank holiday weekend, but I've not done as much work as I should have done. Cheeky. So I need to catch up with that tomorrow, but for now I want to play a bit of this. So Verbal, why am I getting experience points? It seems a bit odd. Anyway, Verbal, how are you doing? He's beeping away.
Verbal, has your scan picked anything up?
Master, you have startled me. Interrupting me during this delicate operation may inadvertently lead to the corruption of my sensors. Currently, the price of Class 9 sensors for the GE3 model are available from Zerka at a rate far beyond your current revenue, so I would advise that you...
Alright, I get your point. So, what are the results of your scan? Is there anything that should warrant our interest in the Korriban Wastes?
Unfortunately, my sensors have been unable to operate at an optimum efficiency for the duration of the scan. Feedback indicates that this interference has been caused by an electrical disturbance that originates from an unknown entity within the Korriban Wastes.
An unknown entity within the Korriban Wastes? Any idea what it could be?
Classification of this entity cannot be determined. I have insufficient data to perform an analysis.
Right, of course you don't have enough evidence yet. So, dialogue choices. Both of these are pretty much the same option, to be honest. So the mysteries of the Korriban Wastes begin to unravel. Where is the location of this mysterious entity?
The precise location of this entity lies 8.05 kilometers to the west of our present location.
8.05 kilometers, that's pretty far. Farther than I've ever been. Farther than anyone has probably ever even seen.
Such things do not concern us. Only reaching our destination matters.
Your enthusiasm is inspiring, but I'm sure between here and your Jedi there will be plenty of things that can kill you if you let them. Don't underestimate the wastes. It'd be a big mistake.
I didn't say I was going
Though
to
I guess when
underestimate
you're
them.
a Jedi, the impossible becomes routine.
Shadow looks confused as ever. Oh, is this... It is. Hello. And yeah, you can tell this is just the Dune Sea from Tatooine again, but with the caravan touch to it. I'm not surprised you could feel Solomon here. He was literally there about 2 seconds ago. Yes, those are called rhetorical questions. We went through this last time. Okay, so journal's been updated, the music's back, which is lovely. So you have at last found the caravan wastes, and with the help of Kobayashi and his protocol droid Verbal, have a new destination. You should travel across the caravan wastes and search for the energy source which was detected. With luck, this may lead you directly to Solomon. Well, we'll see about that, and we still can't change our party out, so presumably Kobayashi doesn't actually replace anyone. So at the moment we're in a module that looks very similar to the Dune Sea, or the outskirts of the Dune Sea from Tatooine, but it's got the caravan touch to it, and it actually looks quite nice. So we are going to, presumably if we try and go out too far, the game will basically say you can't progress anymore. So I'm just going to try, yeah, okay, there's an invisible wall, that's fine. I am predicting that we are getting close to the end of this mod in terms of how much there is left to do. I think we're closer to the end than we are to the beginning, and I would think we would be done within the next 3 parts, maybe even 2, depending on how much we play. But if I could get it done in 2, that would be quite nice. And you know, I think I reckon I know why I'm losing so much health in battles now. It's because I haven't leveled up, and these enemies are presumably level 20. So I will level up at some stage, I just haven't been bothered to do it for absolutely ages. Verbal, you move very quick for a protocol droid. Why have you got a shield on? I didn't think protocol droids could equip shields. And we'll have a look around here. I don't think there's anything of importance. Shadow, can you heal us up, please? Thank you.
Yes?
So yeah, Kobayashi doesn't have any dialogue either. And this is the only time in the Knights of the Old Republic games where your main character will talk more than your party members. Which, you know, is different for this game. Because, as I've said before, in Knights of the Old Republic 2, your character has no dialogue whatsoever. There's no voice actor allocated to the character, is what I'm saying. Which is a shame, but I can see, you know, why Obsidian would decide to go that route, so you could further immerse yourself into the character. Oh yeah, and I've just noticed that Verbal does the little protocol droid panicking animation in the middle of battles, so that, you know, that makes sense. Ooh, these have definitely been retextured, which is nice to see. And do we go anywhere here? No. Presumably we have to... Oh, there's another enemy. There's 2 enemies around here. Okay, we'll kill you guys then. Because unlike the caves, it's not crashing the game, thankfully. Which is nice. Because I still can't believe those crashes even happened to begin with. I've just noticed the little dust cloud there. That I don't know if that normally occurs in the main game. I'm pretty sure it probably does, and I just haven't noticed, but that's a nice additional touch. Can I go through here? By the looks of the map, I can. Yes, I can, okay. Now, I don't actually know which way I'm going, so it could be this way or it could be the other way, I don't know. So we'll go up the other way first, because that's normally where I go when I'm on Tatooine. So we'll just have a quick look around here. There's a lot of obelisks, you know, make it a bit creepier, why don't you? And we'll just see what else there is. Yeah, Verbal's following very quickly. There's desert raves here. Desert Raid, rather. Well, you know, Carbon Raid. Now, I'm assuming if we kill these guys, we can get some more of these things to sell. Oh, I thought Verbal was going to attack then. That would have been quite funny if he did. Nice critical strike there. Now, do these guys have remains? Doesn't look like they do. Oh, hello. There's actual corpses around here. The Sith. How interesting. Sadly, we can't loot them. So that was pretty pointless. There is a black patch that we haven't uncovered, so we'll just quickly uncover that just to make sure that everyone's dead. I have to admit, I am actually kind of missing the main game at the moment. I haven't played it now in so long because I've been playing the Brotherhood of Shadow mod for an absolute age. And normally, if I hadn't had this mod installed, I presumably would have finished the Let's Play by now. But because I decided to add this in to extend the Let's Play, that's why I haven't, you know, finished yet. I do intend to be finished with this game by June at the latest if I can, because I do want to move on to other stuff, and I do want a bit of a break before I do Knights of the Old Republic 2. So do I go this way? This? Oh, okay. I don't think... Oh yeah, you can. Well, let's try and go this way. See what there is. Because the game's not indicating to me which way I should go. Oh, this is an interesting looking map. It looks a bit like a darker version of Dantooine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the Grove map from Dantooine, just heavily retextured. That's actually really effective. Let's play as Kobayashi for a bit, because we haven't played as him much, so we'll give him some screen time. Yeah, power blast to the face. Awesome.
What?
We'll give Kobayashi some love because, you know, we're not going to play as him for very long. Oh, Verbal's being attacked. Right, it's in character for you to save your droid. Come on. Please leave Verbal alone. Okay, that's fine. There's more of them, so do I have... Right, we'll Power Blast and then Master Rapid Shot the rest. Oh, nice bit of stasis field there.
Sure.
Now, again, no remains. Verbal is doing his panicking thing. That is really nice on the map as well, that the map has actually been retextured to match the textures here. Okay, just when I was saying I was a little bit disillusioned with the mod, suddenly my interest has come back for it. And I do think we are close to the end though, so hopefully soon we will be back with the main game. And over here, that looks... Right, we'll come back here in a moment because that looks like an area of interest. Basing this on the Grove map that's normally in the game, I imagine that... Oh, hello. I'm going to assume the best and hope this doesn't crash. Oh my god, Verbal does actually attack. He actually does slap them. That's amazing. Right. That's where the water would normally be. Okay, so this is literally what would happen to Dantooine if it had all the life sucked out of it. Right, back to Kobayashi. Oh yeah, I forgot these guys are tough for some reason. And they've killed Revan! They've actually killed Revan. Okay, Shadow, we're going back to you. I can't believe that actually happened. Right, okay. I've read about you know what? I'm gonna level Revan up because I'm getting fed up with this. So we are going to end up with an odd-numbered attribute, unfortunately. So we can't maximise an additional modifier point. But oh well, that was just bad planning on my part. So I think I'm just going to go for extra Constitution just because it would be useful, especially after that stupid death. And computer use, that'll be fine. I don't think I need any more Persuade. Hopefully I don't regret not picking Persuade. And although I'm sure there's an actual guide that says you shouldn't go over so many persuade points, and I've probably already gone over them because I'm stupid. So, you know, we'll find out towards the end of the game, I'm sure. So here I will go for... There's not... Yeah, we'll just go for improved caution, that's fine. Powers... part of me says to go for force resistance because I'm probably going to need it for the end game. Yeah, you know what? Screw Force Storm. Sorry, I can't warrant Force Storm at the moment. Force Immunity it is. Was it Force Immunity? Force Resistance. Force Immunity would have been if I'd leveled up a bit more. That's the only problem with not going with the Jedi Consular class. I don't get as many Force powers as I'm used to. So, there we go. And we'll just carry on up here and see what else there is. More enemies by the looks of it. Can we go and see the Metale estate on the Sandral estate? No, obviously not. That's fine. So, stasis field you, and stasis field again. Oh, come on. Shadow, get out of the way. Oh, this little bugger resisted. How fun. So fortunately the game is not crashing here, so I imagine those caves were just really bad luck on my part. Oh, we can go to the Caravan Wastes again. Basically all of this is the Caravan Wastes, so that makes sense. Right, we'll head back towards where the Grove normally is, because I imagine that's the point of interest. And I do like having bank holiday weekends, because it means I get an extra day off basically and I can relax a little bit more. But even so, I was meant to do some work from home and just catch up with things, and guess what, because I'm lazy I haven't. Because I've only done a little bit of work. Why is this appearing and disappearing? That's a bit weird. The force is strong with that rock. Right, Shadow, move.
What?
And right, there's more enemies, that's fine. Does this take us... Oh, hello, yeah. Fine, kill you. Stasis people. That didn't really work, okay. So yeah, I like having bank holiday weekends just to play games and relax a little bit, unwind. But I do have to work from home still, unfortunately. And I've only done a little bit of work that I was intending to do. And it's annoying because by the time I upload this, the bank holiday weekend would have been long gone. So that's the only problem with talking about real life. It dates very quickly by the time I upload it. Unless if I'm just really efficient and upload on time. With Knights of the Old Republic, it kind of varies. You know, it kind of varies as to how efficient I am with actually uploading. I'm about to die again, that's bad. Why are these corrupted Zerka miners so powerful? They shouldn't be this strong. They're only punching us. Right, there you go. Have some of that. Do a bit of Master Power Attack for a change. I love how this one corrupted Zerka miner just doesn't give a toss and he's just pacing around because he just doesn't want to get involved with the battle, and then Shadow just goes and attacks him anyway. Okay, moving on then. Lately I've been experimenting with a couple of things. I will go into that actually. I've been experimenting with a PlayStation emulator because I want to see if I can get my old PlayStation games to work through it. Because I do have a disk drive in my PC. I didn't when I built it, but I added one later on. And it was the first time I added a Blu-ray disk drive as well. And also been playing a few things on Good Old Games because, again, I have certain games that are on there that I can play much better through that service. Nothing of interest seems to be here, which is really irritating. Hopefully that doesn't cause us problems in the future. Okay, just a random corpse there, nothing of interest. I hate it when the game's like, oh, there's remains here, and then it just says, no, there's not. Like, it tries to tempt you by thinking that there's going to be remains, and then there isn't. And, yeah, so I've been testing the PlayStation emulator, and I've also been... Did we need verbal over there? Let's just double check that to be sure, because I wonder if he triggers anything. Verbal, do you do anything?
Are we searching for the entity that was interfering with my sensors? I would like to gather enough data to perform at least a rudimentary analysis.
Okay, fine. So, yeah, apart from the PlayStation emulator that I've been testing, I've also been getting into stuff from Good Old Games a lot more, and the very first game I played on this channel, incidentally, was from Good Old Games, and that was The Lion King, those of you who have watched that. And I have got a few more games available on Good Old Games that I can play through there, so I've got certain things on there that I would love to play on this channel, and this is another bit of Dantooine retextured and remodelled for you. I have got a couple of games that I would really like to play that's available through Good Old Games, and hopefully one day I can do those, because they would be a nice change of pace from Knights of the Old Republic, and it would hopefully give you something new to enjoy as well. Okay, this time there's no albino, that one albino calf hound that is such a pain in the ass to kill on Dantooine. So yeah, Good Old Games. I really need to expand my library a bit on there, because there's some really good stuff, and I do like that they've made certain games a lot more compatible with modern Windows operating systems. I mean, I bought just before the bank holiday, incidentally, as the bank holiday weekend was starting. I actually did buy the recent re-release of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, and that was a game I used to play a lot when I was a kid, and Revan seems to be stuck. Let's try that again. There we go, that's better. And I used to play Star Wars Episode 1 Racer a lot when I was a kid, but it always had problems with later PCs I had, so Windows XP, even as early as that, it would have problems. But the Good Old Games version, it's the most optimised version of the game I've ever played, and running it at 1920 by 1200 pixels, which is what my monitor's resolution is, well, both my monitor's resolutions are, it's fantastic, and I really appreciate the amount of hard work that went into making that release so good. Now, where's Verbal? Has he got stuck? No, he's there, good. It's a bit of a shame the game's being cryptic at the moment and not telling me where I'm supposed to go, but I'm going to assume it's this cave that's based on the crystal caves from Dantooine. This one Shyrak has really good dodging skills. Right, then one more to kill, and then we can go in the caves. Kobe actually taking the least amount of damage because he's a pro with a gun. And let me know what you guys think, actually. If I do play Knights of the Old Republic 2, do you want me to see me do a gunslinger playthrough? Because I've never actually done one. Even with all the years I've played the Knights of the Old Republic games, I've never attempted an actual gunslinger style playthrough. And I'm really tempted to try one at some point, because I've never done it before. And just let me know what you think, those of you that end up watching this, because I know it's not the most uncommon type of playthrough ever. A lot of people have done it, a lot of people have covered it, but it would refresh the game for me a little bit, because I've played with lightsabers way too many times at this rate, and I would like to make my main character in Knights of the Old Republic 2 just that little bit more interesting. But again, let me know what you think. So, Ancient Cave, I presume this is where the area of interest is going to be. Oh wow, okay. This looks very interesting actually. I love the texture work that's going on here. So, Ancient Door, presumably we can't open this without Verbal's assistance.
Now, this is something I didn't expect to find. Looks like a door of some kind.
You don't say.
Verbal, the entity you detected, are we close?
If the data gathered by my sensors is accurate, the precise location of this entity is within the vicinity of our present location.
Then I guess whatever it is lies beyond that door.
Randi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku, Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
Good, so we can take the battle to him and hopefully get this over with.
This door is extremely ancient, although, if I'm not mistaken, there are signs of recent activity. Someone's definitely passed through here.
Did he just headbutt the door?
Damn, locked tight. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Things were never going to be that easy.
Then we must find a way to unlock it.
If anyone has any bright ideas, now might be the best time to share them.
We could look up a walkthrough. That usually works. Right, so don't tell me we have to go back outside. After traversing the carbon waste in search of the energy source that was detected, you have found what appears to be an ancient cave of some kind. However, a locked door impedes your progress. You need to search for a way to open it. Okay, let's try this again. Can I actually open it? Yeah, okay, it's locked. Let's examine it. You notice some strange runes etched into the surface of an ancient door. You do not know why, but you somehow understand their meaning. Is that because I was once Weathen? From what you can interpret, it reads, "The shadow is bound by its bane, shackled by betrayal. It is devoid of flesh and thus devoid of purpose. To the weak, you may heed not this shadow's call. Its teachings are of corruption and its way leads only to death." Lovely. To the strong, you may heed this shadow's call. Take solace in self and remain mindful of the betrayal and its consequences. Seek knowledge, seek enlightenment. Well, let's place my hand. I'm going to place my hand on the door. I'm sure nothing can go wrong. I mean, there is a nice Darth Vader-y looking octopus Hydra type thing here. Oh, and the door opens. Lovely. So, Kobayashi, you were saying about bright ideas? Right, let's go in. I'm getting flashbacks to Mysteries of the Sith, incidentally. The expansion pack to Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. I never did complete that game legitimately. I always had to cheat to get to the end, but it was a very good, you know, sort of sequel to the Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2 game. Oh wow, there's some great model work here, even though it's reusing assets from the main game. And this looks especially nice. So let's go up and see what's what. And yeah, even the map looks unique. So I always love this tune. I mean, this mod has used it quite a bit, but it makes sense within the context of what's going on. So some of the textures here actually look a little bit like...
I have a bad feeling about this. Verbal, I need you to stay behind. I want some insurance in case things don't go our way.
Master, don't be irrational. If I stay here, then I cannot acquire the data I need to perform an analysis of the entity.
Fine. Let me put it to you this way. Whoever or whatever is in this structure, they will probably want to harm you, to damage your superior workmanship. So by choosing to enter the structure, you are technically choosing also to harm yourself. Wouldn't that be against your programming?
Master, your logic is correct. It would be against my programming. I will stay here then, and await further instruction.
And don't talk to any strangers while I'm gone, regardless of how many upgrades they offer you.
Okay, Kobayashi's really growing on me over this mod. So as I was saying before I was interrupted, the texture work here actually reminds me a bit of Knights of the Old Republic 2. They actually have something similar in part of that game. So let's go to the temple with the nice atmospheric lights and see what's what. Oh, that is a nice door opening animation. And this looks a bit like the Korriban tombs. Presumably Mark of Ragnos is one. Or was it Naga Sado's one? I think it's Naga's actually. That's been remodelled and retextured. So, let's see. Actually, no, maybe not. I don't know. I'm talking out my arse right now. Let's let's just see what's happening around here. Oh, is that literally it? We literally just walk through a corridor just to progress to another area. How lovely. Imagine if it was just corridor after corridor. That would be hilarious, actually. And I think we're going to regret leaving Verbal behind at some point. But, yep, this looks like the Korriban Academy. There's Solomon. I'm going to make a save. Okay, Solomon, let's see what you have to say. I doubt this is going to be the end, though. Look how badass we are. That was a nice standing up animation.
And so at last, you have come.
Ni bajoni yo lak wish. Dopayumas pasen lapti non goto.
You have risked much to come here, my former pupil. You have survived the trials on the residential level, you have traversed the Korriban wastes, and you have discovered this ancient temple. This Temple of Shadow. You were always strong in both body and spirit. It is why I chose you as my Padawan learner. Even in the moment I first met you, I could recognize the potential soaring within what was then merely a child. A child I then chose to rescue from what would have been a fleeting life of insignificance on the streets of Slieheran. It was in your potential to become my protege, to become the greatest of Jedi, yet you became what stands before me, a shell.
Shachika don mulaka watayumaka wamahona.
Yeah, he's not angry at all.
Ashantitun unumani patoka wanakuna best chinga pala multonki.
They say fate often works in mysterious ways. I survived Terrace because I was meant to survive, because it was intended that I wake amongst the rubble born anew, a changed man.
Yep, I believe that's called trauma. Or some really extreme form of PTSD. Or just the dark side, you know, it could be that.
As you have become a slave to a master, equally are you a master to a slave. The Arcanian, what worth do you find in him? I merely see a man, ruled by passion, yet afraid to embrace it.
Better than a crazed Jedi. Better than a murdering Jedi.
Yeah, go Kobayashi. Or maybe not. He's put a shield on anyway. Lovely.
I once told someone that choice cannot exist without consequence. If my actions serve to condemn me as a murderer, then so be it. It was necessary.
Because
he's corrupt.
I could no longer risk his interference, so for now I have removed him. He was an unexpected, unpredictable factor in our reunion.
What about me? Am I not unpredictable?
Yin kin kun no ba mule rachi kun tong nabun shanuyang.
Matilda, it is the name I gave you that would always serve to remind you of what you once were and what you have since become. Yet now you are before me. I see that what was once the child on Slieheran is now gone. In its stead is a creature that was spawned from the tragedy of the Mandalorian Wars.
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha chona si ichua byongbo joni, minamambato mule ra, hakugri katgoda parabola.
If only you knew what I now know, would you so willingly have accepted those consequences? Do not act surprised. I know that Tilana's death made you question a great many things surrounding your role in the Mandalorian Wars. It is that part of you that manifested itself in the mining tunnels. It is the remnants of your forsaken identity.
She always looks confused, Shadow.
Ni
She always looks like she's about to burst into tears any moment, which is also slightly
This
unintentional.
identity, it had a name, didn't it? Can you remember? Do you even know?
Yeah, she's had like 3 names at this point.
Yes, Shana May. Tis the name of the one I found on Sliheron. Tis the name of the one I raised. The name of the one I trained. Tis the name of the one who betrayed me, who was corrupted and then sacrificed to become a tool of war.
So she's got 4 names now. Bloody hell. Yes, they're rhetorical questions.
And I hold these answers. You know this. It is why you have come here. Come with me, for only together can we reclaim the identity that was sacrificed. I can give you back your purpose, your life.
Oh, fight starting, come on.
Watawama muliri kin kun shopeshwa no ba mule raji jone yuturi yanchi either bola unchi chinek bah muli selima wanga kun bikin.
Unfortunate, yet it is the response I expected.
Yeah, you're definitely not acting on the light side anymore. You are definitely correct.
I hold the answers to your questions, yet as before you react with aggression. This matters not. I am more than willing to cleanse your mind of this and all other weakness through the fires of combat.
And it's fight time. Right, so I reckon it's not going to work, but if we just try and spam a couple of force powers and then, you know, go in for the attacks, whilst I put force and resistance on, because I reckon I'm going to need that. Oh, and he's doing the same as well. So stop using the force, because he's doing that, and just attack. Yeah, focus on me, because oh god, he took loads of health off me is what I meant to say. Oh god, okay, quick. No, that didn't go well at all. Right, can I stun you? No. Yep, Solomon is going to be an arse. So, watching through that cutscene again, and I skipped through all of it because I didn't want to sit there for absolutely ages, it was interesting to see how many times Shadow just sort of stands there and freezes because she's so shocked at how many things there are. I may have to do an official count when I upload the video, because it's absolutely insane how many times she actually stops and pauses before saying anything or before Solomon says anything. Oh, and he's already got rid of the shield. That isn't good. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
You may fight using unfamiliar Sith technique.
Oh, he interrupted his dialogue. I never got to hear it. God damn it. Well, that's fine. I can always take the glory away from Shadow. She was useless anyway. And I'm using my well-renowned technique of running away and then running back to fight, because that's how Revan fights.
You are stronger than I had anticipated, but not strong enough. You will fall. It is inevitable.
Well, you weren't wrong. Right. Let's do this. This is the joy of impossible difficulty, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he didn't use force resist this time, so can we actually get a stun in? Because I don't think he used it. Oh no, okay, maybe not. Okay, I've got it. If I can just keep using Shadow to hurt him, and then I can just keep healing, maybe? Oh, maybe not. And I'm stuck. Master speed. Energy resistance, which does nothing. Force resistance. And just go in for the attack.
You may fight using unfamiliar Sith techniques, but at its most basic of forms, your combat style is still Johnny. You cannot defeat me. You are stronger than I had anticipated, but not strong enough. You will fall. It is inevitable.
Well, I don't know. This time I'm actually winning. There we go. Took some of Shadow's glory away, mind you, but I still beat you.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
The end? This is merely the beginning.
Selima wanga kumbikin.
The beginning of my revenge.
You mean all that stuff we did for the last few parts wasn't the beginning of your revenge? Oh, okay then. Oh, it's one of these battles again.
Like you, I too am guilty of sacrifice. I am no longer the Jedi Master I once was. I will be born anew as a greater being, a being of power.
Or they're just going to pray. That's fine. Oh. That I didn't think was going to happen.
What did you expect to find here? Forgiveness? You allowed the Mandalorian Wars to consume you, and as I warned, it changed you forever. You are nothing to me now.
This is an interesting camera angle for conversations, actually.
There was once power here. Ancient and timeless, it was born from the betrayals of old. That power was contained within an artifact. An artifact which was stolen from its resting place, and then in consequence of your master's actions destroyed. Yet the power contained within survived and was scattered. This place, it is more than a mere temple. It harbors a focal point for the power, a point in which its scattered remnants can be concentrated and then fused together. The process of reunification is complicated and time-consuming, yet as you can see, it has now reached a point where the power was able to once again take form and help me in my time of need. Do not perceive these beings as individuals, as any concept of identity was lost to them a millennia ago. They have no will, no ambition, and no emotion. They each serve merely as slaves to the dominant will. The ancient, timeless power. It was itself personified in the form of a single being. It is said he was once a leader, and that all who followed him as he wrought the ancient betrayals which condemned him shared his fate. But now, thanks to you and your master, both will be reborn.
No. Could it be?
Akira Khan's sin and the Brotherhood of Shadow will rise again.
No, that's a really terrible idea. I've been there. It's not pretty, honestly. It's not pleasant. Oh. So we've been transported somewhere, and for some reason Revan has decided to take his clothes off.
Sure.
By the looks of it. Yeah, he's got no clothes on. Am I... Oh, I'm dark-sided now. Okay. That doesn't normally happen. Interesting. So something is a bit off. And Shadow's got everything apart from weapons, and I've got nothing. So am I going to be shamed in front of Shadow, I guess? Let's find out. And I don't think this is based on an actual map, so... We'll go over here first, because there's a skeleton. Maybe it has a weapon, because that'd be nice. Oh, it has life support packs. That's useful. Yeah, it has life support packs. So that means there's probably going to be something difficult coming up. Please don't tell me I have to punch him to death, because that would be really annoying if so. Shadow. Oh, this map is so strange. Why are you all the...
What?
Oh, solo mode's on. Okay. Can I turn that off? Don't know why that was on, but anyway. Hello, Solomon. Solomon? Do you do anything? Or do we have to go out this way? Oh.
Sure.
We go this way then. Maybe Solomon's just there for decoration, I guess. Oh yeah, okay. Hello. What are you lot doing? I hope I haven't encountered another broken trigger, because it feels like I have. If I have encountered a broken trigger, I'll have to reload. Oh, there we go. Just going out and then coming back in fixed it.
You are still within the Temple of Shadow, an ancient structure from an age ago that was built to house what remained of the Brotherhood of Shadow. This is the temple's main chamber, where the focal point for the Brotherhood of Shadow's scattered power is situated.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
I have restrained you using the Force. I assure you, Shaname, it will be for your own good.
Kipuna na bonsha.
Oh, this doesn't look creepy at all.
Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokapata.
Calm yourself, Shaname. They are safe, they are secure.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
Search your feelings, Shaname, and you will realize that I have no reason to deceive
I'm all the way
you.
over there,
I
that's
speak
fun.
only truth. And truth, it seems, may be the only thing left of significance in what was once a promising life. You could have become so much. Yet you became so little. You have no individuality, you have no identity, and any indication you have of free will is an illusion. Tell me, in your own words, what is your purpose?
He's not wrong. She doesn't really have much to go, but go on, to be honest.
Was it your own choice to become this tool of war? Was it your own choice to follow Revan to the Mandalorian Wars and beyond? To forsake and sacrifice everything of significance in your life, including your very identity?
Kakin cha na kwat na ponkon, wanakumbes chi pala mulek tonki pa nagnonek, tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest, wufmala nibokurk.
But was it fate? Was it your own choice? No, you did not choose. You were chosen. It was all a manipulation which thrust you towards war, a manipulation which provoked your betrayal, and a manipulation that compelled you to sacrifice everything for a cause that wasn't even your own. And always, always behind those manipulations was Revan.
Because you're an idiot, Shadow, I guess.
Tell me, are you familiar with Force bonding? It was not a concept we had covered in great depth, as I preferred to keep my tutelage focused on the arts of combat.
And also, she is very naive.
Nikin kun na bule mule raji kun, shuni yun ni chichi aldwana, kavavulpa muli kumana.
Yes, that is what has been accepted within the Jedi Order as the links in which Force sensitives can communicate with one another through the Force. Feelings and imagery, nothing more. But what if I told you that the communication of feelings and imagery is but the beginning of what can be achieved using Force bonding? What if I told you that through Force bonding, an individual can inspire a mindless devotion within the mind of another? And what if I told you that all of this can be achieved passively, without the subject even realizing they are being manipulated? Did you never wonder why so many Jedi chose to follow Revan into darkness? Revan used what was possible with Force bonding as a means to inspire loyalty in those Jedi. A loyalty towards battle, a loyalty towards the dark side.
Kipuna na bonsha.
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying.
Some of the Jedi needed to be significantly manipulated, whilst others needed just a gentle push. It did not matter to Revan. The art of manipulation had already been mastered over the course of the Mandalorian Wars.
Bona na kachu, kicha badwang, wanga kum kiba bu mulera, kakin chak nawagawa bakon, donk kiba nukunek.
Understand that to use Force bonding to manipulate others is no easy task, even for one as powerful as Revan. To master, it requires a great commitment of time, patience, and a willing subject.
Selima wanga kun bikin.
Yes, you were the first, and arguably the greatest of Revan's manipulations. Over the course of the Mandalorian Wars, the force bond Revan created between you allowed him to determine the lengths in which this form of bonding could be used as a tool of manipulation. Whatever its limitations, whatever its strengths, whatever its weaknesses, you suffered from all. And ultimately, it was this bond that transformed you from what was once my Padawan into a being so fanatically obsessed with adhering to Revan's will that everything else, even your very identity, was seen as insignificant and thus subconsciously discarded.
Shachika ton mulaka watayumaka wamahona nek. Ashantitun unumani patoka.
That's called the dark side.
Ni bajoni yola wish. Dopayuma pasen lapti non goto.
The force bond that Revan created between you, it became itself so central to your life that you became completely dependent on its continued existence to retain stability. And when Revan was incapacitated and the bond was suddenly broken, the shock of its loss was a horror beyond your ability to withstand. You could not grasp the concept of existing again as an individual, and so you lost consciousness. In truth, it should have killed you.
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibon kasha.
The very basics of life is a bit weird. So does that mean learning to talk, learning to walk, and learning to go to the toilet? That's quite worrying.
You were a test subject, and those were merely some of its consequences. Revan used what had been learned from your manipulation to help shape what became the Sith Empire.
Shagji kina lorcha watamwana kin kun shishikin nikin kun ban mulara jikun wama kun best ching pala mule tune rana nuprata donko searcha domatama?
Betrayal is the way of the Sith. In you, Revan had found a servant who would always be loyal.
Yep, this game is reminding me so much of Knights of the Old Republic 2. Well, this mod, I should say.
Yes, and it was that manipulation which, during the finality of the Mandalorian Wars, pushed you over the edge and past the point of no return.
And also Mysteries of the Sith, when Kyle Katarn falls to the dark side as well, in a manner similar to this.
Do you remember, Shauna May? The field of battle, the screams, the explosions, the death. Do you remember the Battle of Malachor 5?
Oh, we're heading there. We're actually going to see Malachor 5, even though it's in Knights of the Old Republic 2, and discussed more in Knights of the Old Republic 2. Yeah, and he was undressed then as well, I imagine.
Wanga kum kiba bu mulera kakin chak nawagawa bakon. Donk ki ba nukunek, tanga boksha nagnong, hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha, chona si ichua byongbo joni, minamambato mulera, hakugri katgota parabola, genchopa chawi tikchok twiz yun kun, watuyama kama wuna henak nek, bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa, dong abuk shami nonok. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon wanakumbes chi pala mulak tonki pa nagnonek tu nikton chun ke
all thanks to my man Bayador.
Mala nibokurk bona na kachu kicha badwang wanga kum kiba bu mulera kakin chak nawagawa bakon.
Is that Mandalore? I assume it's referring to Mandalore. Yeah, that sounds like Mandalore, definitely. Yep, Mandalore the Ultimate makes perfect sense to me. Hail Hydra. Oh, that was a nice way to start this bit off. Oh, look who it is. Revan, Malak and Shadow. And Malak is almost halfway. Yeah, Malak is actually halfway between his light side appearance and his dark side appearance. And Shadow looks far more dark-sided here. Yeah, both of these options are very good, but I'll go for the first one, even though I would like to reference Casus Fet. But we'll go for the first one. When Mandalore is destroyed, what remains of his forces will be confused and disorganized. This will allow us to drive them back and then destroy them all with a single masterful stroke.
Rundi Ichawa Tongbola Johnny Ku, Yumawamanibo Lora Waisha Waga Shichi.
Okay. Oh, and I've just realised Malak hasn't actually had his jaw cut off yet. So yeah, he's definitely halfway between his light side and dark side appearances. I sense strong emotions within you. Your desire to kill the man who orchestrated the atrocities of this war. But this is my battle. Do not interfere when the time is upon us.
The dark side is strong in this place. I can feel its power.
It's funny because that's just been lifted from the cutscene, so the background music is still playing in it. Oh, slightly unintentionally hilarious, but anyway. You must draw strength from what transpires around you and concentrate it into power. A power that you will need for the trials which lay ahead. Thank you for the bell. Right, so I've got a lightsaber. That's blue, so presumably we're still somewhat affiliated with the Jedi even now. Okay. Then our destination is the elevator. Keep your lightsabers at hand and be mindful of your surroundings. We cannot afford to recklessly waste time on meaningless slaughter, so attack only when attacked. Oh yeah, here we go. I didn't actually... Oh yeah, Malak is an actual party member. That's awesome. So, Malak is more dark-sided than Revan, which is interesting. And more dark-sided than Shanna May, as she's called here. So Malak has a few things. And he's classed as a Jedi Guardian, which makes sense based on his raw power. So yeah, very interesting. Let's go. Let's... presumably we're getting very close to the end, and there's Mandalorians who are running from a lot of things. Well, we'll kill you then, because you attacked us. Oh, this is so awesome. This might actually be my favourite bit so far in the entire DLC. Oh, I say DLC, I mean mod. Oh, who threw a grenade then? And yeah, this is based on the Leviathan map, but that's absolutely fine, because we're going to find Mandalore the Ultimate, and we're going to pick up some remains on the way. Oh, there's more Mandalorians, of course there is. Running out of force powers actually here. Now where's everyone else gone? Why am I taking these guys out on my own? Malak, Shanna, whatever your name is. Why aren't you helping me? Thank you. Of course, Malak was still a bit of a traitor even then, because he took forever to get here. Okay, Malak, you only have Master Speed. What powers do you actually have on you, incidentally? Quite a few good ones. Not bad. And, oh, yeah, this is what it's like to control Malak. He has His running animation looks a little different from what I'm used to. It looks different. I don't know if it's because it's Malak and it's the height trying to compensate for the character animation, but it's interesting. So
What?
okay, we need to stasis as many of these guys as possible. Right, Shadow's there, good, or Shanna. Okay, I'm about to die, which isn't great. So, come on. Right, Shadow, I need you to... She doesn't have heal at this point. Great. So Reba might die here, temporarily. Okay, if I could put a shield on, that would be... I haven't even got a shield. Why have you got a shield but not me? You know what? Give me your shield. I'm your master, I need it. Although it's probably a bit too late anyway. Yep, it was too late. Fine. So many Mandalorians. I don't know if I'll survive this. That's the only downside with this mod. I think sometimes there's just far too many enemies. Even the main game isn't this brutal with enemies normally. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter if you kill Malak because he betrays me later anyway, but definitely don't kill me. Right, there we go. Now, once I'm back to life, I can heal everybody. Sadly, Malak doesn't have any lines of dialogue, which, you know, it would have been funny if he had like an option. Oh, we're getting attacked again. It would have been funny if when you selected Malak, he actually had a line that basically indicated he was being selected. Oh no, this isn't good. Right, stasis, stasis. Master and apprentice fighting side by side. Okay, heal. Come on, Malak, you can do this. Right, no you can't, no you can't. Stasis, thank you. Oh. Right, come on, Malak, you can do this. Thank you. We'll talk to that random Mandalorian in a minute. I need to desperately heal. So... Oh, the camera's glitched.
Yes?
There you go. I think that's because I was Malak, so it kind of went a bit wonky there. Oh, we got loads of life support packs though. Let's just use those. Save waiting around. Okay, Malak, you can use 2 just so you're safe.
What?
Okay, we've got 4 left. I'll probably regret, you know, using them all, but why is this Mandalorian so special? Oh, okay. He just didn't want to attack for whatever reason. I actually am grateful for that, though, because I probably would have died if he did. So yeah, I think I'm going to play a bit more of this, see if I can get the vast majority of this done. I reckon there'll still be more to do after this with Solomon, but for now I'm happy to play through this for a bit longer, just to see what happens. Okay, so we need to find a terminal. Where would the terminal be? Terminal... Oh, control panel. Control panel, where's that? Oh, it's literally at the window, okay. Let's see. Open security doors. That opens that, so that's lovely. We should now be able to progress. Why does solo mode keep turning on? A bit odd. I'll duck some. We'll see more of that place in the sequel. And also hear about it more in the sequel.
Kava volpa muli kumana.
Configure the system to relay all information and transmissions from the communication network to the outlining fleets.
Tangabun shan omnong.
Don't question me, just do it.
Mularak choni yun tun gigi either dwana. Kava volpa mulji gumana.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty heartless at this stage of my career. History is on the move. Those who cannot keep up will be left behind, to watch from a distance, whilst those who stand in our way will not watch at all. That's quite a poetic line, to be honest. Yep, let's be completely heartless about this. Oh, we're getting a phone call. How lovely. Broadcast new content. We're gonna flog this, guys. YouTube it.
Children of the Mandalore, this is our greatest of hours, the moment where we at last break free from the chains that have long shackled us to the defeat of the great Sith War. Hail the glorious dead. It is their sacrifice that has allowed us to move forward and meet this destiny. Each and every Mandalorian, from the Mandalore himself to the newest of recruits, is each blessed with a duty to preserve the honor of our culture through the embrace of the Mandalorian way. War is our way. We Mandalorians recognize that as we fight on the field of battle, we fight because it is in our nature to fight, to conquer through crusade. War is our way. We Mandalorians recognize that retreat, negotiation, and surrender are words of no meaning. There is either victory or there is death. War is our way. We Mandalorians recognize that on the battlefield, where our enemies see only horror, we see pleasure. Where our enemies see only torment, we see joy, and where our enemies see only slaughter, we Mandalorians see purpose. Because it is in war that one is granted purpose. It is in war that one finds definition. Here at Malachor 5, we Neo-Crusaders will find that definition. It is our destiny.
Wow, Mandalore the Ultimate loves to talk a lot, but he's definitely intimidating. I like him. I can see why Canderous had a lot of positive things to say about him. Okay, come, the path is now clear. Every minute we squander here is yet another delay to the end of this war. And that is true, so we'll quickly heal up and then we'll go... Oh, there's more Mandalorians. That's not what I wanted. I wanted another breather. Right, where are you running off to? Guys, why aren't you attacking?
What?
Right, I'm not going to bother with that one random Mandalorian. I'm going to just carry on and hope we don't need to go back and kill him. Okay, let them come to us. Okay, Malak's going to get himself killed if he's not careful. There's a lot of Mandalorians around here. Shadow is just standing there. Come on. Why are you just standing there? I need your help. Especially because you don't have like death field these guys.
That hurt, I bet. That hurt, I bet.
And yeah, it's quite fun playing as Malik, I must admit.
What?
And then presumably, yep, he's gonna come out and play. Oh no, he was the one we actually forgot to kill. Okay, this guy will probably get triggered as soon as we kill this one, I imagine. Okay, maybe not. So, remains, and there's more remains. Let's pick all of this up, because hopefully there's some life support kits. Yeah, there we go. Or life support packs, I never get it right. Got a bit of regenerating health going on somehow. I'm assuming that's to do with Revan's outfit. Standard door. Oh, more Mandalorians, of course. Okay. And there's quite a lot of you actually, so that didn't work as well as I was intending. Malik really loves getting in the way though. That's, you know, it is nice to see this period of the Knights of the Old Republic games fleshed out more, because normally it's left to Knights of the Old Republic 2 to do that, but seeing it in the first Knights of the Old Republic game is really refreshing. So, power conductor. Oh, that's an actual thing that does nothing. So can I get to that Mandalorian now? Or do I actually need to go and hunt down that other one? Okay.
What?
Something's a bit off here. Can we get this Mandalorian to come through? There's another power conductor. Maybe that will do something. No, that didn't do anything. Okay. Wait. No, I just didn't know if that was going to be related to this. Okay, nothing seems to be happening, so I'm going to leave it here for now, because I don't know if... Yes, I know we need to reach the bridge. It would be nice if he could actually open up. So I think I'm going to leave it here for now, because I've been playing for long enough, but thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.